two big giants of the strongman world are going to go at it. No, not on the platform, but in the ring. So what are my thoughts on this? Let's get into it. Coming up. Hey everyone, and welcome to Specific Personal Training, where I help people go further in fitness and also make fun little videos like this one. And quickly, don't forget to head over to specificpersonaltraining.com for loads of cool kick-ass gym swag. There is a new spring collection along with ebooks and other info. And if you haven't already, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell to stay up to date for more information and great little videos like this. Okay, so I know I might have missed the trending wave with this video, but I still wanted to share my views on this Eddie Hall versus Thor fight. Now, for the people who aren't too familiar with the world of strength sports, two of the, if not the biggest titans are going to go at it in a boxing ring. And how did all this come about? Well, it first happened in July 2016 when this happened. Yes, Eddie achieved a phenomenal feat in the world with the world's heaviest deadlift at 500 kilos and was king of the deadlift until this happened in May.
501 kilos. Can you be the first man to lift it? Let's go, Thor. Come on. Let's go. Pull it.
Eddie, there's the camera. Eddie, I know, I just knocked out your record, and now I'm ready to knock you out in the ring.
And so, like that, after breaking Eddie's record, Thor laid down the challenge to break Eddie's face. Like, where the hell did this even come from? Well, it seems these two have been having a feud since Eddie beat Thor by 1 point in the World's Strongest Man in 2017. And although Eddie claims Thor ruined his win by starting lots of controversy, Eddie does have a big mouth and it can get a little bit annoying with all the gloating and the attitude he has. But anyway, I don't want to go too much into their drama and their handbagging. Let's talk about the actual fight and my thoughts. So first of all, how do I think this fight is going to go? Well, for anyone who is a fan of MMA, we all know exactly where this fight is going to go. Actually, I think that fight between two street fighting legends, Kimbo Slice and Dada 5000, will be a better quality fight, actually, or certainly has the chance to. I think it's plain to see that unless these guys drop some weight, if one of them doesn't knock the other out in the first round, then it's going to be a dire fight. It's going to end up looking like two drunk whales fighting in town on a Saturday night, because they are both going to gas out in the first, maybe the second round, and then they'll just all be swinging for the mountains. Well, I guess only Eddie will be swinging for the mountain, as he is the mountain, maybe like and Thor will be swinging for the beast. Anyway, I mean, have you seen these guys in their boxing practice? Now, I'm no pro level boxer, but I do have a few years of Thai boxing and MMA under my belt, and the foot movement of Thor here is just so bad. He's so stiff and so solid. I don't know if he's planning on just using his length and his strength to win the fight, but he is literally moving like a mountain. Now, Eddie Hall isn't looking the sharpest either. But you can see from the various clips on the internet that his movement is better. He moves his feet a little more, and his upper body movement is better, as Eddie has had some prior training in this sport, although minimal. In saying this, they both have over a year to train for this fight, so with them both fully dedicating themselves to it, who knows what we'll see. You know, Thor's not doing the world's strongest man. Eddie Hall's kind of retired from that. So then the next question is, what does this mean for the world of strongman? Well, it's certainly going to get the world of strongman more coverage for all the trash talking that's going to be happening, and it will undoubtedly either be on pay-per-view or on ESPN3, as they already cover a lot of strongman events. But is their coverage going to be good? Is watching these two mammoths going to shine a positive light on the sport? And honestly, I don't think it will. Like, drama, hype, feuds all sell. Like, the world's built on controversy and hype these days. But I feel there are many people that want strongman to be looked at as a serious sport with serious athletes that are actually nice human beings. They want to move away from this whole meathead carrying heavy shit image. And rightly so too. Where else can you see someone lift an ungodly amount of weight and then do a 100-meter dash carrying railroad blocks or heavy sandbags, you know, things of crazy weight? Like Brian Shaw said, I think it's put a dark cloud over the sport. And even worse, because this was all staged, because it was all pre-planned like some WWE wrestling, it's totally took away from the amazing feat that Thor had of deadlifting 501 kilos. It's kind of saying that their beef, it's kind of like the whole thing is saying that their beef is more than this record, more than this feat of strength. I think watching two large men go at it very unskillfully, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be like watching two doormen scrap on a drunk night out. And the sport of strongman, I feel, is actually in a really good place right now with all the coverage on ESPN and stuff. I feel like it's actually really trending upwards, and this could potentially hurt or slow down that trend. Now, although I believe the way to settle their beef is on the platform, they are both being paid 7 figures for this. 7 figures! Like, shit, I would fight either one of them for $1 million, even though I might not be alive to spend it afterwards. But that's not to mention all the extra money they'll make through YouTube views, interviews and such while training for this fight over the year. So don't be fooled, guys, by what Eddie says. Yes, there might be some personal reasons and some personal beef for doing it, but ultimately none of this would be going on if they were being offered $100 for the fight. The bottom line, though, is, will I watch it? Hell yeah, I will! You know, will I regret it? Maybe. But with an event as big as this, how could you miss out on it, really? Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this Eddie versus Thor fight down below. And if you'll be watching it, down in the comments, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. And lastly, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell if you want to stay up to date with more of the latest content from this channel. And you can see more content by clicking on this video here or this video here. And I'll see you guys on the next one.